Alright, GreenNinjaWarrior, thank you for your time. Thanks for being here. Here in Singapore, obviously. With the upcoming weekend in Singapore, we just finished off the previous race at the Philippines, and you won that race as you usually win races. You've won 7 now, this campaign alone. And you're looking to go for your 8th this weekend. And if you win Singapore, you, for the first time, will be crowned champion. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I feel pretty great. The season started off pretty tough. Had to get on top of many issues with the car, early DNFs, bad strategies, not great pace, all that kind of stuff. Of course, as the season went on, we improved all of that, and luckily, we got on top of it. And now, as you said, this weekend we're going for the championship. So it feels pretty good. It feels great to see the improvements that we've made, and yeah, can't wait to see what happens in Singapore.
When you joined Braun, what was your idea? What was your plan when you joined this team? Obviously, Lewis Pitt gave you the opportunity. You were also given an opportunity at Red Bull, but you chose Braun instead. Why did you choose Braun? What was your idea when you entered this team?
So the biggest reason why I chose Braun was because of my teammate Arati, who at the time was incredibly quick, still one of the fastest drivers on the grid, and already I had a previous friendship, if you would say, in the previous season. So we've already been acquainted. We've known each other for a while at this point, and him being a better driver than me, I was like, okay, we joined Braun, a good, this well-established team, good established team principal, and a teammate who I could hopefully learn a lot from. And yeah, it went quite well.
Obviously, this season has been arguably the most dominant that the league has ever seen in its history. Obviously, you've broken numerous records. You have 13 podiums now this season alone, 7 race wins, 4 in a row, the most dominant race win, and the most points gap to the championship in second place in the league's history. What changed you as a driver? Was it the cars this season? Because obviously, when you entered in season 7, and now here in season 9, you're a completely different person than what you entered. What's changed throughout your career in F1RC?
I think what changed was my mentality coming into each Grand Prix, right? Each weekend. Uh, Season 7, I came in thinking, okay, just aim immediately for top positions. That didn't work out. Season 8, started thinking about it a little bit slowly, thinking about how many points I could get per weekend. And then season 9, nothing really changed all that much until a couple rounds in, when I had that battle with Epic in Silverstone. When that kind of happened, that kind of flicked something where I was like, okay, I learned something new that weekend. That weekend is when things really started to change. I learned how to better control the car, and then from there on, I kind of just kept that pace going every weekend.
Obviously, here in Singapore, if you, like I said earlier, if you were to win, you'd be champion with 5 races to go. That'll be another record to add to your books here. So, how does that feel, being able to win the championship this early on? With
I mean, I never really thought about winning early on. I just thought about winning in general. It feels good to have that pressure, relieved a little bit after fighting so hard every weekend. Now I can start to think about relaxing a little bit, kind of enjoy the final couple of races. But yeah, it feels good. It feels good.
And once you, well, inevitably, practically win this title, what are your plans after the season ends? What are your plans afterwards? You want to continue with Braun, or do you want to transpire somewhere else and challenge yourself more?
I mean, there's been talks about other teams, but if I were to stay, I'd most likely stay with Braun. But other than that, there's also a chance of retirement as well. There's always that thought of retirement. So I could also go into retirement. I have nothing left to really do. Uh, so really, the only reason I'd stick around is just for the fun of it. So I don't know. We'll see.
And obviously, one final question: the constructors. Um, I'm pretty sure you could win the drivers before the constructors is wrapped up, which has never been done before. So, you have the chance of winning the constructors as well this season with Braun, with you guys having 500 something points. Not quite sure how many, but compared to McLaren's now 300 something. It's quite remarkable what Braun GP have done. What does that feel like to win the constructors as well for the first time?
Well, I mean, it's amazing, really. I remember before I joined Braun wasn't really it was an okay team, right? But they were inconsistent. They had a few bad weekends, but now, ever since Arati and I partnered up, Braun has had consistent good weekends. We've won multiple races both as a team. Arati's done great. I've done great. So all of that together has really shown the remarkable work that we've done here at Braun, and it's paid off.
All right, Green. That's all I've got. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.